Hello? 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 Hold on, wait. What the? GTA? Where did you go? Uh, hi guys, hold on. I lost GTA. Unrecoverable fault. Please restart the game. Okay. Close? Yes, I guess. Wait, what the heck? What's going on? F words? Hold on. I dragged my GTA. I was trying to move it to another window. Einford, thank you for the $2. Uh. Ew, Zero, what do you mean VR chat isn't working? Ew. All right, there it goes. I moved it. I moved it over. I moved it over. All right, I moved it over. It was on the not on the wrong window, but all right. So I had it on the left monitor. So I moved it to middle left, to the middle right, to the far right, and when I got to middle right, I dragged it down to the bottom. So I didn't mean to, and then like I lost it and I couldn't click on it. So gotta try that again. I don't have any watches. Sorry, I'm not doing that again. I just got back. Nia, quit saying words like that, dude. Thanks, Mr. Toshi. Can't talk to me like that until you prove who you are, your age, and your social security number and your credit card number. It depends, Soria. Spider Pig, I did say hi. I said, what's up, F words? Nia! Look it. I'm 10. See? Just because I say I am doesn't mean I am. It doesn't work that way. It never has and it never will. Okay? MT! What's up, MTKF dash? What is that called? That's not a regular bracket. I forgot what they're called. Swirly curly bracket. RNO2 close curly bracket. I don't have your outfits, alright? You have what the fuck? There you go, Gabby. Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. Retro, I do believe she's what you call an op. I do not watch UFC. I'm not against it or anything. I just don't really watch it. Thanks, Gabby. I knew. What the fuck is this? Like, why is it loading in and out like that? Einford, any tips on grinding? Get an organization. Start an organization. Don't buy many like warehouses, properties and things like that. Buy what you need to get started. And that's it. Start like that. Siege King, Kind of. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes. Sometimes, kind of. I watch basketball. I do. I'm kind of sad that the Bucks are gone. But, I mean, what the fuck, dude? Okay, hold on. Let me, task manager. Why is it trying to go into GTA when I wanted to go into story mode? The fuck, GTA? Hold on, let's start this shit all over. Siege King. I'm not a YouTuber, right? I'm not a YouTuber. Nah, it's GTA's just acting up like for real. I was playing games right before I started playing GTA. But Giannis is injured right now, you know? I wouldn't say that, Siege. I just joke when I say small streamer. I don't consider myself a streamer, but I do have a small audience. Like, there are people here. I can't deny that. But, in terms of, like, what I am, I'm just a dude who wants to play video games. But I will tell you this. The majority of the people that come to my stream, but not in that way, enjoy it, you know? They're here and they like to hang out. Alright, story mode first. Story mode first. You guys like that save or what? I would not wear the pogo mask for the rest of my life. Batman, did you get everything? Or what? Sorry, stop, dude. I've never played the Portal games. They do seem fun, though. Right. See, look at this is the problem. No, I'm not a swinger for the LA Lakers. Why would you want GTA cosplay? I haven't played Metro, but Metroid actually looked really sick. Blackstorm, I do. What's up, Alpha? I play Pokemon Go. Oh, dude. When PlayStation 5 came out, PlayStation 4 was no longer needed. New update for what? GTA? Or Fortnite? I love Zelda Retro. Oh, so you and Gabby get each other? Mmm. Mmm. Hold on, you said, Louis, what buy is your fave Pokemon? What do you mean? Re-ask the question. What's the main source of income? Kate. Kate's my main source of income. For breakfast. Because Curly doesn't, like, provide lunch. I do believe GTA 6 online will be better than 5. There's no way that, like, they are not going to improve upon what already exists. What is your favorite Pokemon? Like, my favorite Pokemon or my favorite Pokemon game? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It made tens of millions, okay? Just off the rip. Who cares? Tens of millions. Alright? I'm not gonna keep it a secret. I wouldn't say I make tens of millions in the hopes that people, what is that called? Stop donating, because when they do donate, I tell them they don't need to, and they still do. I do not partake in the reefer. Okay, you got me. I stream just to find who I'm going to share my fortune with, alright? That's what I do it for, okay? Yeah, go back in the day and see how much brand deals were given away. Like, if you guys just do your research, like, look at how much influencers were making back in the day. And not only that, though, like, I did investments and stuff. Herb! I had fries, but no. Go on. Fill in the blanks. Hold on, I gotta go here. I don't believe I'm gonna play Dead Island 2. Arby, all I wanted to do in life was live. Like, legitimately live. Here, let's get all deep. Let's turn this talk into a deep talk. There you go, Herb. Can you help out? But, yeah, okay, so look. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I'm not saying it's bad, okay? I'm not saying it's bad and that you shouldn't. I personally never wanted to work a 9 to 5 job. I didn't want to work for someone else. It's not my thing. I didn't want to be a worker ant. I wanted to be an emperor bee. Okay? Not even a king bee. I wanted to be an emperor bee, right? And I didn't know what I wanted to do or how to accomplish it. I used to believe this. There were a couple ways of getting successful in life, and let's go through them. One is the good old-fashioned, you start from a janitor, you make it to CEO, okay? And that's not bad. But the way I saw it back then, it's like, you start off, like even if you were to become a doctor, right? You go to school, you go to school, you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you go to college, med school, and you're always going to school because you always have to learn about the new technologies and advancements in medicine, right? And so, because of that, I'm not saying it's a bad thing too. Like, you're contributing to society. That's something you want to do. You buy a house, you buy a nice car and stuff, your school loans. If you didn't get any scholarships, I'm saying you did it on your own. You're paying all those back. But by the time you get to, like, reap your rewards, you're old. You might not be that old, but you are older. You're not going to be in your 20s enjoying your life like crazy, right? And this is like, you come from an orphanage. Like, you legit start from the ground up. Now, the second way you get successful is you get lucky. You fucking buy a lottery ticket. You're born into a rich family. You become a YouTuber at the right time. You invest in a bunch of things that are lucrative and create a beautiful profile. You cash out at the right times and you're set. Or number 3. All right, number 3. You do things the wrong way, and I highly am against this one. But it's like, you find your way, right? Let's just say, like, you're into fraud. Like, you know, you're like robbing people, stealing identities. You're just doing a lot of shitty things, all right? Doing a lot of shitty things. Hey, shut up, bitch. Don't fuck me. Fuck it ass. Look at that. Stupid ass. But, okay. So, like I said, like, you're a shitty person, right? And you do things the wrong way. Like, fucking, you know what I mean. You're doing shit the wrong way, okay? Hold on. 5291. 5291. Whose birthday is 5291 in the chat? Whose safe is this? 5291. Huh? Whose birthday is this? But yeah, okay, so like I said, you do things the wrong way. And even that guy, that doctor, you probably steal from him. You steal his fucking Lamborghini in the driveway. Right? What's up, Sambo? It's been a while, Sambo. How have you been, dude? But you do shit, and like I said, you become successful in the wrong way. Now imagine like the people, like, you know, say like you join the cartel or something, like people, how many people are gonna fucking try to kill you? How many people are gonna try to bust you? You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you gotta worry about with that life, with choice number 3. And well, actually, let me split number 2. Number 2 is like being born rich or winning the lotto or becoming an inventor, right? And I didn't do any of those things. I got lucky with number 4, right? I got lucky with number 4, which was I did nothing but play video games. Someone created, or a team created YouTube. I worked on it. I was accepted into a partner program. My videos were monetized. And I became part of the internet gold rush. And oh shit, I didn't mean to the mic. And that was it. So it's like all I wanted to do was live my life. And what I did for fun was play games. And I get to play games, not as a game tester or not, but for fun, you know? I made my money. I didn't hurt anyone doing it. And this is where we're at. Corey, thank you for the $2 and spitting liquid heat. But I do not. I am not invested in anything at the moment. I kind of closed everything at the end of 2019. I pulled out of everything. I sold everything. And I just live my life. Like, I do what's going on, Marksman. And wait. Hold on, let me scroll up because I know someone said hi. Guns Dude, there you go, Guns Dude. New Age Gaming. Hey Louie, happy to see you back, man. Super excited to see what you make in the future. And you see, one of the things is, and Sambo, say what's up to Izzy. You're just working. It's Squeaker Squad for live. 100. Hope you're doing good, brother. I'm doing great. I was kind of just sharing, like, you know, my life with the chat. So there is no drive. Like, what's up, Siege King? Like, I can say this. YouTube was like a race back in the day. I did feel it, like, growing and like blowing up. But at the same time, I didn't want to get caught up in always looking at numbers. How many people liked this video to last video? How many people left comments this time that didn't leave comments? How many views did I get this month compared to last month? How many people like this episode more than the other? I didn't want to get caught up in numbers. I didn't want YouTube to feel like work. It was a hobby that I was getting paid for. And that's like something I wanted to keep it as. And I never got burnt out, but I think I did say something along those lines that I did get burnt out, but I think I worded it wrong. It's not that I got burned out. It's more of a like, as I'm playing the game, I didn't want to be like this. Oh, content right here, content right here, content right here. I wanted to play the game and not have to think about, I didn't want to have to think about always recording something. Although I always had my capture cards on. Like I said, I have lots of footage. The first thing I wanted to do when I got off was get food or something. I didn't want to like go, all right, now time to edit. Time to edit. You know what I mean? So, and I will say this, YouTube for me, fortunately, was never hard. Like, I was able to get in at the right time. Sambo, if I do, like, I don't have any plans of traveling anytime soon. Because although I'm not invested in anything right now, I am working on a project. And you guys will see soon. But, yeah, like, although I didn't want to, what is that called? Well, let me make my CEO real quick. Hold on, let me also sell this shit over here. I do gotta start these missions, man. I've never fucking touched them. But I want to, what is that called? Oh, Talo's lurking right now. Hold on, what was I last saying? It says something about something, right?
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
And then something else.
Keep your blood sugar up. What do you need? Whatever.
But
to bring it up to the helipad.
I didn't
Choose between your children.
it's not that I ever felt like I'm stuck on YouTube and I gotta be here on YouTube. Like, as much as I wanted to keep playing games and also like making money at the time, I will never take it for granted. Like, I was making a lot of money. And like I said, you guys can go see how much YouTubers were making back in the day, right? Especially back then, like, contracts and stuff like that were fucking crazy. Like, they're like, MCNs were throwing out gold. Especially if you had the numbers to back it up. You could talk your way into crazy ass contracts. And the thing about that was I was here in the beginning. I was here since gaming channels started getting partnered, which was in like 2009. I remember Machinima hit me up. And so, yeah, I was with Machinima. So, it was crazy because even though you, like, alright. Like, if I had the first contract that I had when I started Machinima, when I got that contract, if I had that contract where, back in like 2015 all the way to like 18, that would have been easy, like 20-30 million. Like, with that contract, the way it was before, like, the adpocalypses and during. Like, if like the contract was the same with the views that we were getting and stuff. Yo, Sambo! Tell Izzy I said happy birthday. That it's never too late to go back to being 8 and great. But, yeah, dude, I just, like, it wasn't about the money. I'm not saying the money wasn't good or anything. Like, the money is definitely life-changing. But it wasn't about the money. Like, it was more of about the freedom for me. It was always about the freedom. And to be a, what's that called? To be free and not have to travel to work, not have to be on someone else's time, to just fucking get out of bed, turn your capture card on, and make a video from like your home, and make like tens of thousands of dollars like that day, and then like get on like a business or a brand deal just to shout out something and get another like 30 grand. 40 grand, 50 grand, even like 6 figures. Just to be like, this video is sponsored by. The sponsored deals now aren't as much unless you're pulling like Mr. Beast numbers. But they're not as big as they used to be, because now, like, you know, everyone got like smart. People aren't like making crazy like investments in things. They kind of know like where to gauge their oh shit. Where to gauge like how much money they're playing with. But yeah, like, I don't know, dude, like, it's just the landscape is so different. But I mean, like, there's this song that Eminem had sang, right? And it was about like, well, when you've already like won the race, what do you do after that? Like after you won multiple races, what else can you do? And I really resonated with that. Like that really made me feel like, yeah, dude, like I'm glad that like, you know, some of my friends move on to different projects. They didn't stay into gaming or whatever, not because they had to, but like, you know, they didn't want to stay on gaming. So people did their own things, you know? And like it's cool and stuff, but like for me it's like I never felt like I wanted to do content forever. But there are times where I do feel like inspired. I'm like, oh man, I really do. So like right now, the only thing that motivates me to make content is the fact that I have a lot of it that's unseen. Some of that's already edited, but it's kind of outdated, so I need to redo it. But it's because I tried editing recently and I got lost in it. I didn't know how to do it again. And I used to be a really decent editor. Like I could do anything. I taught myself how to edit. I saw and read a lot of tutorials. I learned the shortcuts. I made my own hotkeys, and I know how to do it really like good. I don't know how to do it anymore with all like the updates with the new Photoshop, the new Premiere. I'm so lost. And I don't want anyone else to do it. Like that's one thing that I want to do myself. And so like I do feel like I guess I do get frustrated. Like I start looking, I'm like, I want to do it, I want to edit, I tried, and I'm like, fuck man, I don't want to do this. And so I stop. And then I think, do I even need to do it? You know? And so then like I don't. Like I'm like, dude, I already did this, been there, done that, bye. And that to me is like, nah dude, but you have like fucking terabytes of footage. Let's go, get it done, then you can close it up. Then it's like, nah, I don't even want to close it up. I had so many ideas, so many things I wanted to do, and then like, you know, I stopped because I found an even faster way and a better way, like to make to get income. That was way faster than making videos, so it's like I cashed out on that. I was like, do I really need it? And it's again, it's not about the money, but it's like, it's about, I guess, cleaning the hard drives now. And again, it's nothing bad. It's not like some crazy mental state and stuff like that where I feel like I need to breathe or anything. It's just, I just have to motivate myself to do something I don't really care to do. And Sambo, I can. Are you ready? Here we go to Izzy.
Hey, Izzy! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
Hold on. I need water. Hold on. Izzy, time out. Okay, ready?
Hey, Izzy! Feliz Navidad!
Sorry. All right.
Izzy! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Izzy! Happy birthday to you! And many more!
With you in a moment.
We get it? Did we? What the fuck? Why did my character walk all the way over here? Alright. I'm either getting a lot of money, a lot of chips, or the car. Here we go. fine. That's fine. I said a lot of money. 20K is not a lot, but whatever. Whatever, dude. Honestly, they should get rid of RP and just put cash. Dang, Brandon, congratulations. How are you having a baby as a 5th grader, huh? Seriously, Brandon. Seriously, figure it out. And Sambo! No worries, dude. You're welcome. I don't know. Was my mic pitching too much? Like, did it cut out at any point? Or was it good? Because I know sometimes I'm too loud for it. Alright, alright, alright. Thank you guys. Yeah, I knew it was good. I just wanted the compliments. Sick. Asto Phantom. You're welcome, dude. Dude, I'm not lonely, man. This is how I like it. I like it this way. I like it like that. I'm on PC. I'm on PCP, man. Avarice, have a nice night, dude. Thank you. Alright, look. For the members, alright? I'm gonna make a member stream. And we're gonna have like polls. We invite people to play. We're even gonna do for $10,000 a whole week. Every time I stream, it's just gonna be squeaker voice, whole time. Okay? Till my vocal cords rip out. Thanks, Isaiah. Well, I'm proud of you that you grew up. I do have memberships. I just, unlike Twitter and Instagram, I don't want to waste people's money on memberships right now for YouTube. YouTube is more like important to me. I accepted like the subscriber stuff on YouTube and Instagram because every time I kept like checking it out and stuff, it kept telling me that would you like to enable, would you like to do this? So it's just like, dude, get out of my face. Yes, I'll enable it. Go away now. And so there was no way to avoid it. It's just remind me later or do it. So it's like, fuck it, I'll just do it. Hajonk! Why not make a voice changer for Squeaky Louie? This is the voice changer. This is the voice changer voice right here.
This is my real voice! Or this is my real voice! Or this one! Or this one! I'm a little baby! What?
Hajonk! Ah! You see that guy who hit me in the back? Those are the dudes that come in and say you fell off, bro. Like I'm just minding my own business, and look at, bro fell off. Look at him. That's them right there. Oh. He-yonk! He-yonk! I am not gonna play the new Outlast. Oh, dude, I've had people edit for me before. For sure, and it's like my friends, like you know, got teams of editors. It's not hard to find an editor. Just tweet it out that you're looking for an editor. I'll do it. I'll do it in a few days. I'll be like, yo, I'm looking for an editor. Louis Vuela will pay you. But yeah, like I want to edit myself though. That's the thing. I want to do it myself. before, you know, before I do anything like that, you know what I mean? Lefuezak. I don't really do much, but if my presence helps you and gives you, like, you know, some good times, well, I'm glad I could help in any way. And Sambo, if you do fly out, you should fly out during one of the events, like Comic-Con or something. Like, so there's something to do. I'm a bad one-man show in person. But look, see, here's the thing. Say it's like this, okay? Editing is like drawing to me. I'm pretty good at drawing. I know my thumbnails say otherwise. I can actually draw, okay? Like, I can sketch with my hands and stuff like that and, like, fill it in, shade, and all that stuff. I'm a pretty decent artiste when it comes to drawing. Right? But, so let's just say I haven't done it in a while, and I try doing it and I can't figure it out. Like, I don't know how I hold my pencil or things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do it, so I'm like, fuck it. I won't even try anymore. That's all. There's no reason to do it. Back then, the reason was because, like, dude, I'm getting close to 1 million. Dude, I'm getting close to 2 million. Oh, shit, I'm getting close to 3 million faster than I got to 2 million. You know? All the way up to 5. So, because of that, thanks, Focus. But because of that, though, yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know. I'm like, I don't need to, like, edit anymore. I'm not trying to get any more subscribers. I'm content, you know? But I guess I'm just not content by having this footage that's not been released. And I don't care if it gets that many views. I just want to have it out there so I know I used it. And then get rid of these, just get rid of the fucking footage in general. Because it's been used. That's all I want to do. Nothing, Cosmo. Nothing's happened. Everyone's good. What's up, Ace? I'm good. How are you? What's up, Mike? Dude, Isaiah, it really isn't easy, dude, at all. Like, I mean, for some people it is. Like, shit just happens. Like, you get super lucky. IV! Don't say that, dude. Peace out, Monarch. What's up, Brian Strix? Wow, Vuela Louie. Wow. Here, help me, make noises or something. Sambo! Dude, there was supposed to be more of those. There's supposed to be a whole new story and stuff. But, like, it's on an indefinite hold and standstill at the moment. Oh! Oh! Dude took shots. King Clawblazer, what's up? Wait, what? Terrorizer sent you? Oh no. My small stream. It doubled in size. Well, thank you, Terrorizer. Thank you. How did his Dead Island stream go? The game actually looks really cool. I just don't think I want to play it. I am a small streamer. The most viewers I've ever had though, like on a stream, was like, I think like 2,000. I think it was like 2000. What's up, Focus? Thank you, dude. Dude, you're welcome, Mike. Look, you only deserve what you put into it, all right? Like, look at my description. Someone go read my description for my stream. Look at, I don't even have any like, if someone like donates, right? I don't even have like a down. I'm like, just straight up like, I will respond to your thingies, but I won't like, I don't have anything to go pring. And I don't have an auto voice thing. I don't dress up in costume. Like, I'm boring. I'm under basic in terms of like a streamer. T-Focus, don't find in chat. But Cosmo, thank you for the AED. Oh no, that's an IED, right? That kill streak that came out in Modern Warfare 3 first. Thank you for the IED.
What's up?
And He-yonk! I've never been on a whoa. No, I don't think I've ever been on a podcast. I might have been on something, but it wasn't necessarily a podcast. I was not in the Goons podcast before. I don't necessarily know the Goons. I know they're pretty chill, but you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Chris? No, again, it's not, like, I shouldn't deserve more because, like, you know, what you said is, like, I made people's childhoods. I also made children. I'm kidding. What's up, Emily? But it, like right now, like I left for like 6 years, 6+ years, right? And I came back to YouTube, not necessarily as like, let's just say I left as a movie star. I left as a movie star, right? Kind of like when I had some, I guess you could say, blockbuster films and roles, right? And then I came back years later on public, like, television. And it's like, dude, you were on this, you deserve so many views. Like, no one's really gonna go out of the way to leave, like, the mainstream to, like, watch me on public television doing small stuff. Like, I wasn't a YouTube streamer. I did stream every now and then, but, like, I was like, that was very fucking far and in between. But it's not my thing. My thing was to be, like, a content creator making videos, especially short ones. I didn't really have long videos. I'm the one who got Nogla on that no edit thing when I used to do my solo GTA solo adventures and stuff, or my what's that called? My random videos, like when I was just like fun with COD TV, things like that. I do know McNasty. But see, look, I come back to stream a 10-year-old game. And I'm doing nothing but flying around. Yeah. Dude, I did mission playthroughs. Ah! Something's here. So, I'm reaping what I sow, you know what I mean? Hold on, these guys are looking for help right here. Yeah, I saw Terrorizer streaming earlier. And like, if I do ever play Dead Island, I didn't want to go in there because like I saw some like cutscenes and stuff, and I didn't want to like ruin it and stuff. But yeah, I saw him there. What's going on, Miko? What's wrong with Louis Vuitton, dude? He's good. Alright, Louis brother, look, we need to whoops. This phone delay is kinda whack.
Hey boss. Cool, totally. Let me see what we have.
Yo, who can identify that accent? Cool, totally. Let me see what we have.
Okay, we've got some forged cash on the move. And because it's amateur hour apparently.
Well, I wouldn't mind playing with Terrorizer and stuff. Like, I've streamed before when him and Vanos and even Nogla have been, like, in the call, or we did play, like, I forgot, it was, like, a long time ago. I think it was, like, yeah, I was streaming at Backrooms. But, this is, like, months ago. But, I mean, like, I don't want my friends to feel like I'm using them for any type of views or anything like that at all. Like, I legit do this for fun. Like, I do like hanging out. I could talk to myself, but it makes it like a lot more understandable to talk to people who can't really respond to me vocally. As in with you guys. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to, like I said, like, make it seem like I need to use my friends for anything. So if they were streaming and they invited me, yeah, I'd be down. But I don't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna stream. You want to play? You know, I don't want to do that. Oh fuck!
Mike, it's not hard at all. It's hard to just do it when you're laying down. You know.
See? I'm kind of like leaning back, so it's not easy to do like when your diaphragm isn't stretched. Here, look, I'll sit up.
I need backup. Someone flank these essays. Dang! I need more water. Someone freaking help me out.
Yeah, see? It hurts. No, honestly, I don't mean to alarm you guys. But, I might have a sore throat. What are you doing to me, Louis Vuella? What are you doing? Focus. I'm only waiting for Zelda and, you guys want to hear me gargle, dude? I had a stream on Instagram called Gargling. Like 800 people joined it. I don't know. I haven't played like any new DLC. Garg Louis? That's pretty funny. Okay, here. Hold on. Yeah, like, you know, it sounds so stupid, but you know, like, you choke yourself when you're, and I'm not talking about like the Kate choke yourself, but you know, like, you choke yourself by accident, like you swallow like wrong as you're eating. I did that. And I did that like where you inhale the food by accident and it hits your throat and then it irritates it. So that's what the problem is. Oh shit, this fire truck might break the back propeller. Okay. No, I don't live in San Diego. And I don't live with Nogla. Yeah, that's what happened to me earlier, and you know what? It sucked because it wasn't even anything of importance. Like, I was trying to eat the rest of my fries, and so I put like the container like above my mouth, and I was like shaking them down, and a cheap ass crumb went in, and that's the thing that fucking scarred me for life. So now, my voice is gone forever.
I can't do it. I'll try.
But then,
That dryness, it creeps up.
the dryness creeps up, and I sound like this. See? Like, and I can do all that, and it doesn't hurt or anything. It just,
It won't freaking allow me to keep the voice going. I can't just do it. I keep doing it. You see? It won't freaking work.
it won't work. I can do variations of it.
But if I try to talk like normal with it, it starts going like. Ah! But if I act like I'm gonna cry, I can do it a little better.
But if I keep talking like this, it's never gonna get better. What do you mean with the Louis face, Anthony?
Hey! Yo habla español, güey. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, jefe? ¿Quieres morir? ¿Quieres putazos, güey? ¡Lo voy a pegar! ¡Lo voy a pegar con tu hocico!
I think I said that right.
Contrary to terrorizers' beliefs, I'm not Mexican! But, ¿qué onda, señorita? Oh, shoot! My car's on fire! I'm hot, baby! I'm hot! Yo! What's up, lady? Where were you going? What the?
Well, he died. And it's all your guys' fault. Well, no more voice. Dead. See? Dead. Fucking dead. Would I ever consider joining? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Just depends whose it is, when it is, where it's at, when it's at, you know, just that kind of stuff. Look at this. We are gonna fly in cinematic mode. We're gonna go to the club. We're cinematic mode. Oh, here it goes. Hold on. No, I don't get annoyed or bothered when people ask me to do the voice, because I understand that it's like something that, you know, they know me for, you know? So it's like, I'm not gonna like, oh dude, like I act like I am sometimes. Like I'll just do it, just like I said, my reactions are random. It's not like, see what happens? It's not like I'm planning like, alright, you asked me 5 times, I'm gonna get mad or some shit like that. I don't, it doesn't bother me at all. Good night, game theory. But, like I said, my reaction will be random. Sometimes I'll be like, no, fuck you, you do the voice. Or sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it, you know what I mean? Oh, look, it's Nia. Wow. If it isn't the op bot trying to get me to catch a case. Please be a short one. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you guys, just so you know. Thank you, Bobby, for the 99-cent sticker, dude. And I don't mean that sarcastically, even though I sound like it. I'll take your fucking 99 cents and I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it on the floor somewhere. Alright? I'm gonna cash that shit out, literally, and throw it. Just for you, Bobby. Oh yeah, I'm driving too fast for this.
You know, I kind of...
Is this the... I'm going to the hospital where Vanos said his friend was retarded. You guys remember that? And they said, no, we don't use that word here. And everyone got all weird. Do you remember that? When they were in the GTA RP. Oh wait, I'm not actually going to that hospital. Whoops. I could actually do Elmo's voice. I can't do it right now because my throat. Hold on. La 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 la. Elmo's voice. Yeah. Hi, I'm Elmo. How does that go? From Tickle Me Elmo. Who else? Who else can we do? Oh yeah, look.
Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind.
Kermit the Frog here. I have to wait till my throw is better. Cause dude, anytime someone says do Chewbacca, and people that do Chewbacca, they just do the gargle thing. I can't gargle right now, dude. My fucking throat. Sorry, can't do it, dude. There, Chewbacca. That's like Terrorizer's Arnold. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nah, but fucking, you know how many Chewbaccas you hear over at Comic-Con just walking by? Corey Bibby! Thank you for the $2. The stream is always off the rails, dude. There are no rails. We're always like on gravel. And Willis! Louis, tell Vanis to bring back Sandbox. Like, you mean, what is that called? Gmod? You mean like the Gmod, what is it called? The Gmod Sandbox? It's not that it's gone. It's just like, what is there to do in there? I'll tell you, look. Games only get played if they're new, or if there's an idea, or there's an update. Right? That's why, for me, when I suggested that we play that one game that we played like not so long ago, Ultimate Chicken Horse. What's up, Masionic? That game is cool, dude. I feel like that game's like a lot of fun. It's a cool party game. I like it a lot. Alright, Louis, brother, get ready for this. Ah! They canceled E3 because, like, from all the fucking, cancellations that they had for COVID, and they're just like, it's probably not even worth it. We did fine without it, so we'll be okay without it indefinitely. Why were you watching my old videos in real life, Bobby? Why? Por why? I have been to Chicago. Masayo. What's up, Midnight Club? Still canceled. What the longest name ever? Wait. Do I have friendly fire on? Was I doing? Oh, I was doing something. Yeah, it's because they wanted to kill Delirious or something. Life has been good, Ruben Perez. Yo, I have a story about a girl I went to school with the name Perez. Right? I'll tell it later, though. I'll tell it later. Look at this! Dueler! He says, add me back on Xbox, dog! You think we're friends like that? Huh? You think we're homies? You think you got it like that? Get with your gamer tag. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. But alright, look. Alright, fuck it. I'll tell the story. Wait, Louis Vela. I need to borrow a good vehicle, a fast one. Por favor. I don't have any vehicles on here, and I haven't done research, and I haven't like tested any of them out, so I don't know what's great or not. But I need a motorcycle, not the Shitaro, but a motorcycle, a good one, please. All right. So when I was in elementary school, okay, there was this girl. I'm gonna call her Anna. Okay? Her name was Anna. We still talk to this day. She's cool as fuck. But she in elementary school, I remember, you know those big ass tires that were on monster trucks? And they were in sandboxes? Like they were halfway like in the sand, so like the kids could climb on them or go inside? Well, she was in one of those boxes, she was in one of those tires in the sandbox, and there was this dude who was also my friend, and they asked me if I could be a lookout, and I'm like, for what? And they're like, we're gonna kiss, and I'm like, ew, not ew because like they shouldn't kiss, but I'm like, you guys are both ugly, right? It was more like a, ugh. You're fucking ugly. Alright, this is a mean story in the end, okay? I'm just gonna let you know right now. It's fucking mean. Okay? But let's go back. So, this is in 2nd grade. And my 2nd grade teacher, her name was Miss Combat. Almost like Miss Mortal Kombat. Her name was Miss Combat. And she was mean as fuck. Everyone was scared of this girl. I wasn't. She was like... She's an old white woman with like white gray hair. Like she almost looked like Ursula without the tentacles. And she wasn't that big, but she was pretty thick. But she okay, so they're telling me to be on the lookout, right? Cuz they're going to kiss and they don't want anyone to see. And I'm just kind of like, I don't want to know this, especially cuz you guys are like ugly kids. Right? And I know it's not nice, but I was a kid at the time. But it's like, you know, kids are really honest. And when someone looks ugly, you're kind of like, ew. If I was in real life, I wouldn't choose that character. He doesn't look cool. So, I wasn't a lookout for them. So anyways, me and this girl would be like the last ones to get picked up from school. Right? We would sit out there like in front of the fence of our elementary school, and there'd be like a lady that watched over us. We used to call them the noon supervisors, and she would watch over us, and she'd be like, oh, so where's your parents at and stuff, you know? And my mom, like, you know, would like, she wasn't like late, but very seldom, like at least like once every few months, she wouldn't come on time because like the way her schedule was, and sometimes there'd be like traffic because they were like working on the new roads by like where she was at. So she'd have to like be rerouted, even though she'd asked to get off work early and stuff like that. So she'd only be like 10-15 minutes late at most, right? So I'm sitting there, and that girl Anna is sitting across like okay. So let's say our elementary school, there's a walkway, and you can go left and you can go right. So I would sit on the left side, she would sit on the right side, and we never talked to each other. But I'm like, ew, you're the ugly girl that wanted to kiss my friend. His name was Ben. So I sat on the left, she sat on the right, and we just didn't talk to each other. And she always had her hair like slicked back in a ponytail. You know, with those little balls like that, those little hair ties that have those big ass balls, and like a bow. And she would just sit there with her backpack in her lap, like flat on the ground, knees up. And I would just sit there like against the fence, like rocking back and forth. I only had a binder. I had a Batman binder. And one day I asked her, I was like, why did your mom always take long to pick you up? And she goes, why does your mom always take long to pick you up? And I go, how do you know my mom picks me up? Because my mom would pick me up after she was gone. So then she would just be like, and I was like, yeah. So I said, I was like, you don't know if my mom picks me up because you leave. And then she just said like, oh, well, because I live far. And I'm like, then how come you don't go to school like where you live? And she goes, it's a long story. And I'll tell you like where she lived later on. So anyways, right? In 3rd grade, I leave that elementary school because they divide the district due to the housing. So I leave, right? And let me get out of the helicopter so you guys don't hear like the. So I leave. I leave that elementary school, and I don't see her again until 4 years later, when we go to middle school. So I see her at middle school, and she changed. She's a lot better looking. Okay? So middle school me sees middle school Anna in the library. And I'm kind of like, whoa, this is the girl I used to like sit outside with all the time. And we should kind of started talking towards the end of like my 2nd grade school year. And then like, I saw her in the library, and she was legit like a bookworm nerd, okay? She was legit like a bookworm nerd. Always like reading books and stuff. The thing is, she wasn't book smart. She wasn't academically smart. She didn't like get good grades or anything like that. All she was just an average student who read a lot of books. So I see her in the library, and I tell her, I walk up to her and I tell her that I'm the dude that used to sit on the other side of the fence when we were in 2nd grade, and she remembers me. And she looks at me, and she wore like glasses, like big round glasses, and she still has her hair the same way, like in a ponytail, like slicked back in a ponytail. And she looks at me and she's like, no, I don't remember you. And she had a raspy voice. Look at, one day I'll call her on stream, okay? I'll call her on stream, like I said. She legit, like I said, I talked to her to this day, and she's cool. So, anyways, she, what did she do? Yeah, like, that was it. And then I have her for PE, okay? I have her for PE. And I guess she did remember me, but she didn't, she just wanted to be cool. And I guess I was pretty funny in middle school, okay? I never made class clown in the yearbook because it's so fucking biased and rigged, but I was pretty funny, so people would laugh at my jokes and stuff, and I was pretty smart in school. So like I was known for being funny and pretty smart. But I was also small. I was really, really fucking small. Alright? I was probably like 4 something when I was in middle school. Right? Like, there was no such thing as a growth spurt in my genes. Okay? So I was small, but I was as tall as Anna. So they told, like, her friend, Susie, said, hey, you remember Anna? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, she thinks you're cute. So I'm like, oh, yeah? And she's like, yeah. And then I'm just kind of like, nah. And I'll tell you, at the time, I lived in, like, the ghetto. And, like, I was going out with some gangster chick, okay? At the time. Started going out with some gangster girl, alright? And she was all about, like, fighting girls and beating them up, and she was down for her set. So she had the lip liner. She didn't have those crazy eyebrows. She was on the cusp of not looking like a chola. All right? She was pretty, though. She was very pretty. But she wasn't committed fully to being that chola chick. So when that girl Susie said that Annabelle thinks I was cute, she said it when my girlfriend at the time was talking to her friends, and she said, "Who thinks he's cute?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a joke because, like, she's some nerdy girl. And I know my girlfriend at the time is gonna stomp her out." So I'm like, dude, I don't want her to get beat up just for innocently complimenting me. You know? And Susie was like, not reading the room. She just walked up to me during lunch. And she's like, "Louis, I just want to let you know. Wait, you remember Anna, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Well, I want to let you know that she thinks you're cute." And then she'll, "Who thinks she's cute?" And I'm just like, "Oh, no." Cody, thank you for the New Zealand 220. I love your donations. Keep up the good work. So I'm just like, oh no, she's gonna get stomped out. So I was like, I didn't want to lie, and I was like, it's one of like my one of my old classmates. We haven't seen each other in a long time, and she's like, "Oh, let me know who that bitch is." And I'm like, "No, you're good." I was like, "You're good." And she's like, "All right, but if I hear anything about her," and then that girl Susie was kind of like, "Oh shit." It's like she kicked the fence where a pit bull was like behind it, and there were like 15 signs that said "Beware of dog," and she's barely realizing it now. Like, oh dang. So me and Chola break up because I don't know. Actually, we're probably still going out because I think she moved. And we never broke up. So if you're watching this and you have like 9 kids and stuff like that with like 10 different people, can't believe you cheated on me. But yeah, like I don't know if like she moved, and back then we didn't have social media. You either knew where people lived, you knew someone that knew that someone, or you had their phone number, and that's it. And that's just fucking it. Alright? So I remember that when she left, we were on a break. Like, not like her and I were like, "I think we need a break," you know? We were on like a school break. I went to a year-round school where around every like few weeks you go on a break for 2 or more weeks. Like you get one during the fall, during the winter, during spring, and during summer. We don't do traditional where like you have that long ass summer where there's many months. We do lots of months of breaks in between. So it's broken up throughout the year, which I like more. I did both, and I like year-round better. So we were on like a break, and when I came back, she just wasn't there anymore. So my Chola girlfriend was just gone. Maybe she didn't even like leave. Maybe she got like beat up or like shot in a drive-by. Who knows? But she was gone. Okay, she was gone. Now, I was just kind of like, you know, I find out like weeks later that yeah, she doesn't go to the school anymore. Like, I did my due diligence before I moved on, and I saw that her name got taken off the attendance sheet. Like, she's gone. She's never coming back. Her chairs were empty in class. Her locker was given to someone else. Over. So, I remember this is when South Park started coming out, right? And the internet, like, I got introduced to the internet, where there was like Netscape Navigator, maybe Netscape Communicator, and all those Netscapes back then. So only like 3 people in this chat will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? But we had that at the public library. So I started going to the library because one of my friend's moms was a librarian, and we had to work on a project there. And when I was there, I noticed Annabelle was there. And I was like, "Oh shit, here she is," right? So, and yes, I'm not using Anna anymore because I'm gonna fucking bring her up on the stream and I'm gonna talk to her. So Annabelle was was there in the library. And then, you know when you're like in like middle school, high school, I guess even some parts of elementary, right? Where if someone likes you or like is interested in you, you guys look at each other maybe across the classroom, across like the gymnasium, across the PE field, wherever. And you guys just look and you guys just kind of do that looking at each other kind of thing. I noticed that, you know, she was there. And then I would notice that she would be looking over at our table. We weren't being loud or anything, but she'd be looking over at the table and stuff. And I'm kind of like, oh, dude. Like, man. Well, now, I don't have to worry about, like, this chola chick or anything. So, I can say what's up to Annabelle, right? So, I go looking for her, like, because she left. And then, like, she left her spot. And I was going to go say hi, but I guess she left. And then I noticed that like one time I was going to say like bye when we went to the library and I saw her walking out. And I did the whole like, yeah, I need to go outside to stretch for no good reason. Like I didn't want to get up right away immediately when me and my friends were in the middle of like our project. But she got up, walked out. And I'm just like, oh man, like I should go get some sunlight in my eyes. You know what I mean? So when I walked out, I saw her like get into the same car her mom would pick her up in back in elementary school, and it was a black Toyota sedan. And I was just like, oh, okay. I might actually be wrong. It might not have been a Toyota, but I swear it's a Toyota. But so yeah, she gets picked up and she leaves. And I'm kind of like, oh, maybe she still lives far or whatever. So anyways, that's like how it plays out through 7th grade. Now we go into 8th grade. And there's only 2 grades in my middle school. 7th and 8th. After that, we go to high school, which is 9th through 12th. In 8th grade, I have her for PE. And then we start talking, like, a lot more. And then, like, her friend tells me that she wants to, like, talk to me and that she really, really likes me. And then I'm like, well, then why didn't she tell me herself? Because I kind of wanted to hear it from her. And then she's like, well, she says she's too shy. Well, then I tell her, like, I'm not going to listen or I'm not going to believe it until she tells me herself. And then she said, okay, she wants you to go to the library after school today. And then, like, my mom was, like, real strict, like, about me, like, coming home and stuff like that. Like, she's like, you better be home at this time so you can do your homework and blah, blah, blah. And I was just kind of like, Mom, I need to go to the library. I need to study. Right? And it's just like, oh, man. So my mom was like, okay. They added a computer lab there, right? And that thing, I was so excited because, like I said, South Park had came out. I got introduced to the internet the year before, but now I have free access to it by like signing up to like go in this library, like, or this computer club at the library. And I can print pictures, color for 50 cents and 25 cents for black and white. And I started printing out these cool 3D pictures. They weren't 3D, but they were 3D rendered pictures of the South Park characters. So I could put on my binder. And like, as I was doing that, I totally forgot about Annabelle. I totally forgot about going to the library for her. I was just like so excited that there was like the library club opened up and I had access to the internet and shit. And let me tell you something too. I got in trouble at that library because Zelda.com, I thought you could put anything.com and it would take you to where you needed to. Like it worked when you put Nintendo.com and stuff like that. Zelda.com used to be a porn website. So I typed in Zelda.com and all these fucking girls start moaning and shit. And then like the lady that was in charge of like the her name was, I think it was Joyce. She was in charge of the computer lab, was like, hey, who's doing that? And it's just like, it's me. And everyone's looking in my direction. I'm like, and pop-ups were fucking ultimately evil. Like you couldn't close them fast enough. And I'm just like, oh no. I think you might be able to Google that Zelda was like a porn site. And I was like, oh shit. Like, oh no, like, and then I had to explain that Zelda is a video game, and there was an IT guy that said, yeah, Zelda is a game. He's like, that's crazy that they have the domain name. And I was like, what's a domain name? Or the .com? And I'm just like, oh, I thought you just put anything, like yoyo.com, and it'll take you to all the yo-yos. Like, I didn't really understand how to use the search engine per se. Like, I didn't know how to, like, use Ask Jeeves or Yahoo search bar. So, okay. Yeah, but do you see it, Brian? Like, I think Nintendo bought it for, like, millions, I believe. I'm not too sure. But, what's up, Hayden? So, okay. So, like, alright. At PE, I guess that made Annabelle mad. So, I was, like, trying to talk to her, and she was ignoring me. Right? She was just like, Like, kind of like... I was like, hey, you want to play basketball? And she'd be like, no. And it's like, oh, yeah, like, you wanted to meet at the library. So then I'm just kind of like, hey, I went to the library and I got stuck at the computer lab. I'm sorry. Are you going to be there today? And she's like, why? You're probably just going to go to the computer lab anyways. And then I'm like, no, I'll go see you. I'll go hang out with you. Do you have something to say to me? Like, because I thought she was going to say it then and there. And she looks at me. And she's all like, yeah. You're so short. And I'm like, dude, I'm a little bit taller than her. And so I said that. I was like, dude, I'm taller than you. And she goes, I don't care. Like, you're still short. You're too short for me. Right? And I was like, okay. And I never said anything about it, right? I never said anything about it. But I did notice this, right? So she pointed at me, right? She pointed at me to her friend. Isn't Luis short? Isn't he? She used to call me Luis. So isn't Luis short? Look at Luis. He's so short, huh? And then when she pointed at me, I go, yo, I'd rather be short than have as much armpit hair as you do. Because as she was pointing at me, you can see the straight ass bush under her arm. So I'm like, fuck that, dude. You called me short because I didn't necessarily ditch you, but I didn't show up. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, let me see. I was like, why don't you pull your sleeve up? And then you'll see what I'm talking about. And she's like, ew, no. You just, no. And I was like, that's fine. You don't have to pull your sleeve up. You can pull your sweats up, because we were in PE. I was like, you can pull your sweats up, and we could compare hairy legs. I was like, you look like a tarantula. And then everyone kind of started laughing. Like her friends. And she's like, and the thing is, she has fair skin, so she turned red, right? She turned red. And she's like, ugh! And she says, like, she talked cheesy, and she's like, I think she said, you're so despicable. Or, ugh. Like, I think she said despicable, or she messed up in saying, like, detestable or some shit like that. But I really feel she said, you're despicable, like, fucking Sylvester, like, Sylvester, the cat from, Looney Tunes. So she walks away, right? And then the way we had our classes in middle school, it was block schedule. We had 6 periods. It was so ugly and annoying. It was 135, then it was 246. Then it was 153, then it was 264, then it goes back to 135. And they did that just so, like, you know, we wouldn't, like, it wouldn't stay the same. But anyways, you'll always have first period PE, and you'll always have second period first. It's just the last 2 that change for the day, right? And I had her for PE the next day, And then, like, you know, she shaved. She fucking shaved her arms and her legs and her armpits. And she goes, you were saying that I had armpit under my hair, or under my arms, right? I had armpit hair under my arms? Well, then how come I don't have any? And she showed, like, her armpits in front of everyone. And I was like, dude, you had 2 days to get rid of that. And I was like, it would have been, like, so much different if you showed us that day. Like, obviously, you felt some type of way that you had to shave it. And she goes, no, I just don't want to show my underarms. Who looks at anyone's underarms? And I was like, well, when you're pointing at me, it's like I just noticed that there was, like, a spider under your arm, like a big-ass tarantula. And so then she was kind of like, I hate you, blah, blah, blah. And then she, like, walked away. And then, like, her friend Susie tells me, she's like, you really made Annabelle sad. And I was like, dude, well, she shouldn't have started it. Right? And then she's like, yeah, but she's like, come on, like, you should go talk to her. And so I did. And then, like, I made things, like, cool between us. Like, I was like, yo, I go, look, I know what I saw, and I know what I said, and I know how it made you feel. And that is the effect that I wanted, because you never said anything about me. Like, I know you, she's like, all I did was call you short. And I go, I know, but to me, it's like, you wanted to attack me, so it doesn't matter if you want to attack me small or big. We're going all out. And she goes, that's not fair. And I was like, well, it's gone and over with on my end. Just like your armpit hair. And she started laughing, right? What's up, Italo? So she started laughing. And then, like, she's like, okay, okay. She's like, you know, I'm glad it's over with and stuff. So I'm glad it's over with. And so we went to the library. And then I told her, I'm going to go, like, look at some stuff. And, like, on the computer. And she was like, what, your South Park stuff? And not only that, I was into SimCity 2000. SimCity 2000 was fucking sick. And I was playing it, and I was trying to be the best mayor ever, and I couldn't understand it, and I was getting closer, but my sewage sucked. I didn't know how to do the pipes. I wasn't sure if my electricity was going well. I didn't know how to fucking fund anything, but I was learning, all right? 8th grade me was learning how to run a city. And after, like, a week and a half later, I started talking to this girl, Laura, who my best friend Maggie at the time, who I still talk to this day, was going out with Laura's brother, Mario. So Maggie was going out with Mario, and Mario had a sister who was in 7th grade, who Maggie hung out with, who was also in 7th grade, and they lived next to me. She introduced me to Laura, because Laura was pretty hot. And it's funny because for those of you guys in the chat, seeing that girl Curly Cutie, like, that comes out here from time to time, her hair and her skin color look almost exactly the same. And she hated her curly hair for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it didn't look bad. But anyways, I started going out with her, and she's another Chola chick. So I started talking to her, and then, like, yeah, I go out with her because she's my best friend / neighbor, like, boyfriend's sister, and she was always over. So, like, for a whole week, we're, like, hanging out and stuff. And so, yeah, I was hanging out with her and stuff, and I started going out with her, whatever. I didn't really notice them because I didn't really hang out with them at school. I hung out with them after school, or sometimes we'd walk home together. But, yeah, after, like, Maggie told me that she was into me and stuff like that, that Laura was into me, and that I was like, oh, okay, I'll give Laura a shot. I'll give her a chance. So I started, like, you know, going out with Laura. Funny side story, okay? Real quick. This is later on that week. My friend Luke had a skateboard. Like, we were skaters too. My friend Luke had a skateboard, and Laura thought she could ride it, right? So she got on it, and she tried to pedal, She was on one foot like a flamingo. I wasn't there. But she fell and skid on her face. Okay? So she's pretty dark skinned. And from her like right eyebrow, from the top of her right eyebrow, like past it, like almost to the, like halfway up to the temple, a little bit under her right eyebrow, she scraped her face on the floor. So she had this big ass scab. And this happened on the weekend, that weekend, and I wasn't there. So when I came back to school Monday, it looked like, like because of how it scabbed up, it looked like the reverse of the Terminator. Instead of having like the silver like showing, it was like black. She had this big ass scar there. It looked like a colony of roaches. It was so ugly. But she was hiding that thing with her hair. She had her hair like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons, covering her face and the right side of her hair. And she told me she fell. And I was like, oh, let me see. She's like, no, I don't want you to see it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not that bad. And when she showed it to me, it's just like, look, I'm not in the business to hurt people, okay? But I was just like, ew! So, and she's like, I told you, see, you're gonna break up with me. And I was like, you can't just like put makeup on. But yeah, so she that was it, right? Like she was just like, oh my gosh, and like, you know, I'm just like, look, it's cool, it's cool. I broke my mouth when I was a fucking kid. All right, I broke my mouth by trying to climb a bookshelf. Don't worry. We're all imperfect. Especially me, so don't worry about it, right? So all right, well anyways, the way this ties in is her and I are going out now. And I had just told yeah, Annabelle that I like, you know, we had just like reconciled our hairlessness, right? And there was an elevator that went from the first floor of the library down to the computer lab. So we were in that library together, and she said, hey Luis, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, if I asked you to kiss me, would you? And then I was like, I can't, like I have a girlfriend. And then she goes, since when? And I go, a lot happened since we stopped talking. And then she goes, what if I kissed you? And I'm like, no. Then the elevator went ding and it opened up and no one was there. And then I was like, no. I was like, you don't want to do that. And so, why don't you kiss me then? Like, why won't you kiss me? Like, I'm sorry. She said, if you didn't have a girlfriend, would you still not kiss me? And if you wouldn't, why wouldn't you? And then the elevator was closing, so I hit the open the door thing. And I was like, all right, Annabelle, I'll kiss you, okay? And she's like, really? And she smiled. And I was like, yeah. I was like, then close your eyes then, because I don't want to do it like this. And she's like, okay. And I hit the close button, and I hit the fire alarm thingy. The fire alarm thing didn't work, though. It didn't work for some reason. But the door closed, and she was going back up. And I can hear her like, you suck, man. She's going up. So anyways, I'm in the library. I'm in the computer lab, and I have my headphones on, and I'm listening to the SimCity music, and I'm sitting there, right? And then she kisses me on my cheek, and I'm thinking like, who the fuck is here? Like, who just did that? So I take my headphones off. I guess I should me too her, huh? Nah, but she kissed me on the cheek, and I turn around. And I see her like running away, and then I hear Joyce telling him, ladies, you need to stop running. And they're, oh, sorry. And they're kind of giggling. It's her and like Susie and another friend. And then she's pointing at me like, ooh, and stuff like that, right? And Susie almost gets her killed. Okay? Susie almost gets her killed because I'm hanging out by the ASB. I don't know if you guys have an ASB, but it's like the Associated Student Body or whatever. It's like where they make the kids in the school feel like they're making a difference. Like you go for president and all, like vice president and all this shit, and like, you know, you're in charge of kind of like making decisions for dances and things like that. So anyways, I'm at the ASB, and usually that's where you buy like yearbooks and all that stuff. So I'm there because Laura like wants to get something, and Susie goes, how did you like that kiss? And then Laura goes, what fucking kiss? Right? And then I was like, I looked at her, and then I was like, and she's like, oh shit, I did it again. And then she's like, whoa, we call it a kiss because my friend like bumped into Louie and like her lips like grazed him. And she's like, who? What friend? And I was like, hey, chill. And I was like, so why didn't you tell me about this? Because it wasn't a kiss. I was like, why would I tell you? Like, someone bumped into me and their head hit me. Like, why am I going to tell you about that? And I'm thinking like, oh no, dude, like, I don't want to lie to this girl, but I need to save this girl's life. So it's like, I didn't ask for this kiss. It's not that I was planning it or anything. And this girl's going to get herself jumped. So I'm like, no. I was like, it wasn't anything. And she's like, no, show me who it is. And Susie's kind of like all scared. And Susie's cool. She's built like a tank, but she's cool. And I'm surprised she's scared. She reminds me of the bulldog from Tom and Jerry. And looks like. But she's cool, okay? She's cool. So I'm just like, oh, dude, like, I don't want to, like, get her to fight her. So I'm like, hey, it was an accident. It was at the library. And I was like, it wasn't even anything. And then she's like, I want to go to the library next time. And then, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, make it chill. I was like, why, you want to study? Thinking, like, this chola chick wants to go to, like, the library to study. But anyways, I told her, right? I told her that, look, it wasn't anything. It was chill. And I was like, Susie, just go and stuff like that. I was like, you're going to lose your place in line. And she's like, did a girl really kiss you? And I was like, she didn't mean to. And I'm not trying to like cover up for her or anything, but I'm just thinking like, I know she did, but I know Laura, and I know the fight she's got into throughout that year. And I know Annabelle isn't a fighter, so I'm not like gonna let her get like her ass beat. And then Laura and I break up because there's just like, not that time, but like sometime later. And nothing happens between Annabelle and I for some time. Like this is second semester, getting close to the end of the school year, where I'm going to be going to high school and Annabelle is too. And then Laura will be going to 8th grade. But I'm just kind of like, yeah, dude, like this is whack. Like, I don't know. I don't really talk to like Laura anymore. I'm focusing on, to pass 8th grade to get into high school, we had to pass what was called a writing sample. And I'll always remember this from my teacher. Her name was Miss Renault. She died when I was in high school. She was already old when I was in middle school. And she talked about how her dad saved a lot of ships from burning, from attacking a fleet in Japan when they were getting assaulted. She told this story. But I'll always remember this. She said, remember this, slababa. For your writing sample, slababa. Don't ever start sentences off with so, like, and, but, or because. Slababa. I'll always remember that shit. So, we were studying for like these tests and stuff, and like I wasn't hanging out like, you know, at home that much after school. And so I didn't see Laura in like, I don't know, I told Maggie that like she's like, I think Laura thinks you don't like her. I was like, I kind of don't. I was like, I'll tell her myself. She's like, no, it's better if I do it. I was like, you sure? I don't mind telling her. She's like, oh, I know you don't. And so yeah, like Maggie told her that I didn't like her anymore, and then she said, hey, is it cool if we just be friends? And I was like, well, she's a chola. Wouldn't it be homies? And she's like, yeah, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, we ended up being friends in the end. Okay, so, at the end, right? At the end, we're doing our our middle school promotion. We're doing our middle school promotion, and I wanted to say, like, to Annabelle that I liked her. I wanted to tell her that I liked her. But she wasn't there. Like, she wasn't there anymore. And, you guys are welcome for that slab of a tip. Alright? So, what's going on, Kyle? What's going on, everyone that's here right now? Sorry that, like, I'm on a story of middle school, elementary school, to kind of high school and adulthood love life. It's not really love life, but it's just like stuff, all right? So I go to ninth grade, and I never saw Annabelle again, all right? To cut it short, I never saw Annabelle again, not even through high school or anything. She was like gone, all right? And she I remember when I was in 10th grade, Susie was still there. So I joked with Susie one day. I go, yo, Susie. And she said, yes. And I was like, yo, what happened to my wife? And she started laughing because she knew that this girl, Annabelle, really, really, really liked me and stuff. And she goes, you know what? I saw her at one of our friends' parties last summer. Like when we were in 9th grade, because we're in 10th grade now. So I saw her last summer. And yeah, she was telling me that, like, you know, that it's hard for her to go to school over here because she lives in TJ, which is a city in Mexico. Okay? Right by, it's the closest city, border city, in, like, to San Diego. So I was like, oh, now this all makes sense why her mom was late all the time and stuff, because, like, she always had to cross the border to come get her, and sometimes, you know, it was hard, like, to get over here. So that's why it's like, oh, no wonder why, like, her mom always kind of came late. And then when we got to middle school, so her mom didn't have to wait through all that traffic and stuff like that. She would wait at the library and get picked up way later, but at least she was at the library. And the library was only a block away from our middle school. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, so that's it? She's gone? And she's like, well, I haven't seen her since. And then I was just like, oh. Okay. Right? Yeah, TJ is, like, the abbreviations, it's Tijuana. Tijuana, okay? In Baja California. Yeah, G Reaper, and she got picked up more than me. Or occasionally. So, later on, there's another girl to add to this mix. Her name is Denise. Still cool with her, too, to this day. Like, I remember she's very vocal about it and stuff like that too. But Denise liked me. And she was friends with Annabelle. And she didn't like that Annabelle liked me. And she had like a secret crush on me. And I never knew this. But I went to high school with Denise. And Denise told me, she's like, hey, I kept a diary in middle school, and I wrote about you a lot. So I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. And she goes, you know who liked you a lot too? And I was like, who? And she goes, Annabelle. And I was like, oh, I know. She goes, no, she really, really liked you. And she goes, and I'm not sure she took my idea, but she started keeping a diary. And then like one time we traded diaries, and I got to see like that she really, really liked you, and she said it was embarrassing. And I told her that I really liked you too. And so like, yeah, we exchanged diaries and we read each other's like diaries. And then she goes like, but she wrote about you a lot more because she had you in a lot more other classes. And like, she goes, you know, there was one time you sat by her table and you were looking for your milk. Do you remember that? And then I'm thinking like, was this in 8th grade? And she goes, yeah. And I go, oh yeah, because like I remember sometimes my friends, like, you know, it would be funny and take like shit and stuff like that. She goes, I took your milk. And I was like, why? And she goes, because Annabelle wanted your straw. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, she wanted your straw because she was like, this is the closest I'm going to get to kissing him. So I'm going to keep this straw forever. So I'm like, what the heck? And then I was just like, so I was telling her, I was like, what did your diary say? She goes, I can't tell you that. And she's like, I'll show you one day. I'll show you one day. So years go by. I graduate, okay? I graduated in the year 2002. The last 2000 cool year. Because if you graduated in the year 1999, that was cool because that was 1999, the last year of the millennium. If you graduated in the year 2000, then it's like, dang, that's 2000, the new millennium. If you graduate in 2001, it's like the first new year of the millennium. And if like you graduated 2002, it looks cool because it's 2002. It looks sick. The next cool year, I guess you could say, is 2005 because it looks mirrored. But other than that, they all sucked. Okay? So I started working, right? I started working at this place. I'll keep it for another story. But I started working at this place, my first official job. And I was going there to collect my check. I had to go pick it up. There was no fucking direct deposits and things of that sort. I mean, they did exist, but not for like the job I had. But I was walking from the parking lot with my friend and my current girlfriend at the time. And my current girlfriend at the time, it wasn't like intentional, but she resembled Annabelle. So we're all walking to my job, to my place of employment. And as I'm walking, there's two girls walking past me from the only place you could come from, which was the building I worked at. And I thought I saw Annabelle, and I was like, what the heck? And I went inside. And the manager, because I was a manager at this place too, but the manager, the evening manager that was there was like, hey man. I was like, what's up? And I was like, I have a question. He's like, what's up? And then I was like, I asked him, I said, did those girls just eat here? And he goes, yeah, I was gonna say, do you know them? And I was like, no. Or I was like, I think so. And he's like, yeah, they were looking for you. And then my girlfriend at the time goes, who is that? And I'm like, ah! I was like, oh no. So I'm like, and I said, it might have been this girl I went to school with. That like I didn't go to high school with. Cause the girl that I'm with like she's not like, oh, who is that? Like in a meaning, like, oh, like who's that? So I was just like, oh, wait, what? So then check this out though. Like, I'm telling you, this story gets super in depth. Like, you fucking have no idea. So check this out. I say, yo, what were they? He's like, it was weird. They were just walking around, and I was like, you know what? I was like, wait, what were they doing exactly? He's like, it was just weird. He's like, they were looking for you, and I was like, really? And he's like, nah, but they were here looking around. And then I was like, wait, what? Like, yeah, they were looking for someone. I don't know if it's a customer or not. So I was like, I'm gonna go in the back and check the cameras. So I did. I rewinded it like a couple minutes, and then I was looking right. I was looking around, and then I see them, and they are looking around. And then I see that they talked to one of the ladies that worked there. So I went to go talk to her, and I was like, hey, and I was like, there was a girl that was here earlier. She goes, yeah, she was asking about you. And I was like, did she say what her name was? And she was like, oh, no, but they said they were just looking for you and that they'd be back. So I was like, oh, I was like, you know what? Hold on. And so I got out, and I go out, and I see her pulling out in like a brand new Mitsubishi Eclipse. And I see her, and I'm on the side of her door as she's pulling out, because like my friend parked next to her. So I was like, the thing I say to her is that your car? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, that's sick. And then she goes, bye, and she drove off. And I was just like, if that was her, and she was looking for me, she would have said what's up. But I was there, like, molding it over my head, like, if that was Annabelle, like, why the fuck did she do that? You know? Like, why wouldn't she say hi? And I'm like, and if she was looking for me, like, why did she have, like, an attitude? You know what I mean? No, she had a brand new Mitsubishi Eclipse, like, 2002. Or maybe it was even the year before, like, 2003. So anyways, that was it, okay? That was it. She left. This was in 2000 and, like, late 2002. Maybe early 2003. But she was gone. Then, this is when MySpace existed. So MySpace exists, right? And there's gonna be a high school reunion. Or no, something about our high school alumni. And people that I'm friends with are posting bulletins about, hey, did you guys get this letter about the high school alumni? Did you get this letter about high school alumni? Blah, blah, blah. And this is like in the year 2000 and I think 2008. Yeah, it was 2008. And then I see her friend, Susie, posted a bulletin going like, oh yeah, it's about this and blah, blah, blah. And then I go, yeah, thank you. You finally answered the question because no one seems to fucking know the answer. And then she goes, all I had to do was call the number. I was like, I was just waiting for someone to figure it out. I wasn't going to call anything. Like, I didn't really care. And then I go, anyways, where's my wife at now? Right? And then Susie hits me up with her MySpace link. She hits me up with her MySpace link. And I click on it. And it is her. And it looks like she lives in San Diego still. So I'm like, huh. Should I message her? I'm like, the last time I may have seen her was like 5 years ago. Or sorry, 6 to 7 years ago. In a parking lot. If it was her. So then I message her. I go, hey, it's me, Louis. Do you remember me? I was really cool in PE. And I also helped you a lot at the library. Like, and I'm saying it all as jokes. Like oh, obviously sarcasm. And I was really funny and tall. You remember me, right? And then she put, like, this was probably like 4 or 5 days later. And you know how MySpace had unread? It had read. And I'm like, oh shit, she read it. But when? Say something. Like, dude, I hope you're not mad, or like, I need answers. So then, like, she responds like a day later. And then she goes, of course I remember you, Luis. How could I ever forget you? Right? And then, hold on. Here, Louis, brother, if you want to do this. So, how could I ever forget you? And so I said, I have a question. I said, what happened to you after middle school? Like, where did you go? And then I said, like, I hit enter and on a separate paragraph, and I said, also, did I see you? I was like, did I see you back in National City in 2003 or 2002 in the parking lot? And so then she reads it like a day or two later. And then she goes, oh, yeah, I didn't go to like I changed I went to a different high school in a different city. I didn't go to like where where you went. And I'm like, oh. And she goes, yeah, she's like, life changed. And that was it. But I'm kind of like, what about the other question? So I messaged her and I go like, hey. I was like, okay. She told me the school she went to and stuff. And I was like, all right. But I said to her, I was like, but did I see you? I was like, what about the other question? And then she messaged me back like with, what do you mean? And then like, I didn't want to ask again. So days later, she messages me. And remember, these are old like flip phones and stuff, okay? So she didn't say like, she didn't read it. So she messages me back and she goes, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, on my phone, it doesn't show the complete text. I didn't know you asked another question. I had to scroll a lot to see that there is more on my phone. And she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, do you still live in Cali? And I was like, I do. And she goes, we should talk sometime. So she gave me her number. And then I text her and I said, hey, are you free? And then she goes, I'm not at the moment. I'm at work. She goes, but I'll be free after 9 tonight. And so I was like, okay. So I was all like, right? I was all excited. Like, oh shit, I'm finally like gonna have some closure. Where she went? Like, what happened? Did I really see her that long ago? You know? And so, and if I did see her that long ago, it's like, what the fuck? Where did she go? So, I call her. I text her first, and I go, hey, is it cool to call? And she said, go for it. So I called. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy hearing your voice again. And then she's like, I'm so like giddy right now. And I'm like, hey. After we kind of like, all right. I'm me. I'm alive. You're alive. Cool. I have a question though. I need to know. Was it you I saw in the parking lot in like 2002 or 2003? And then she says, yes. And I'm like, I was like, oh my gosh, then why didn't you say hi? Like, why didn't you say hi? Why didn't you say anything? Like, why did you just leave? She goes, I don't know. I saw you with some girl and some guy, and you guys were holding hands. But I was like, but still, though, it's like, you were like my friend, though. So, yeah, but she's like, Luis, I always had the biggest crush on you. And she goes, I came there to see you. And I was like, but how did you know, like, that's where I worked? And then she goes, okay, so the high school we went to, there's a community college called Southwestern College, okay? And usually everyone that went to like the high schools in San Diego that were kind of poor went to that community college, okay? And we would call it like high school part 2. So when I was there, or I didn't go there, so she went there. And she saw a lot of like the people she left behind in middle school that she didn't go to high school with, and she linked up with them. And she was talking about them, like she was talking with them and stuff, like, oh, who else goes here? But she was asking in regards to me, like, oh, who else comes here? Hoping that I was one of the people that went there. Now, one of my ex-girlfriends went there, and her friend was good friends with Annabelle. And she didn't want to ask about me in front of her because my ex-girlfriend was there. And Annabelle, like, no one really knew besides her group of friends that she liked me and myself. Like, she kind of kept it within them. But she knew of the girls I went out with, like, throughout, like you know, when we were in middle school. So she says, right? She says, after your ex left, I said, hey, what about Luis? Does he go here? And she's like, no. She's like, whatever happened to him? And she's like, because he was, like, pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, right, you didn't say that. She's like, no, I did. And she goes, oh, he still, like, lives in San Diego. He works down the street, like, from my ex, like, where my ex lived. She goes, he works over here. And then she said the name of the place. And like I said, I'll tell you the story of all that later, because, like, that's a whole other story and stuff like that. But, she was all like, really? And she's like, yeah, like, he works there, like, all the time. Like, he's like a manager. And she's like, oh, that's cool. So this is what happened, okay? While she was in college, she ended up talking to this dude who proposed to her. But she really, really, really liked me. And like, I'm not saying like she was crazy obsessed, but she got proposed to. And the reason why she went to my job, she went there because she was hoping that if she saw me and I liked her, that she would call it off and try with me. But when she saw me walk out of the car with another girl, like, because I had a girlfriend at the time, she made up her mind to get married. So she did. As I'm talking to her on the phone, at this point, they're not together anymore. They're like divorced. They were divorced. And she goes, hey. She goes, you want to know something? And I was like, what? She goes, I never stopped liking you. She goes, you know, I kept a straw one time. And I was like, oh, Denise told me. She goes, wow, she ratted me out. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, then you know about my diary? And then I was like, yes. She's like, I still have that diary in TJ. And then she's like, do you want to read it sometime? And I'm like, I'm down, right? Like, I'm down and stuff like that. She's like, well, yeah, like, my marriage, like, ended in divorce. Like, I still live in San Diego. We should chill sometime. And I go, like, whereabouts do you live? And literally, she lived 2 freeway exits away from me. Like, we both moved to a different part of the city, and she moved 2 freeway exits away from me the whole time. And so I'm like, what? So we do talk, and I did kiss her. And I was like, all right, after like a gajillion years, like, now we're here as adults, and it's like I was gonna leave because I came to visit, like, you know, we hugged and everything, we started hanging out and stuff, and then, like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And she was like kind of smiling, like, okay, like, don't be a stranger and stuff like that. And I go, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna disappear or whatever. So then, like, I was like, so I'm gonna, like, what's that called? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And she's like, am I ever gonna get a kiss? And I go, do you want it right now? And then she was like, I've been wanting it for years. And so it's like, I was like, okay. So I gave her a hug and I gave her a kiss, and that was it. I left, and then, like, we kind of kept in touch, and then we stopped like talking for a little bit, and then we got in contact again, and then we've just been like, you know, like that's it. But that's all. All right, that's it right now. Okay. But there's more stories like that, but now is not the time. But yeah, like no, she was cool, dude. Like, she's chill. And that's it. Yeah, like she did go see me. She did try to go like talk to me and stuff. She ended up like going to another school because it was harder for her mom to take her across the border to go to school. And that's it. Like, we're still friends. And I'll get her like to talk about like her side on stream one day. Yo, Sardonic Rat, thank you for the 20. Bro, your story is straight fuego. It's podcast worthy for sure. Your storytelling skills are on point. I can listen to your tales all day. Keep it up, homie, and keep us all entertained with your 6 stories. Look, I'm 39, right? I'm 39 years old. I have a lot of like, for my age, I have a lot of experience in life. And I don't mind sharing like stories and stuff. Sometimes I can't because it's at the privacy of others. But for the most part, what I am free to talk about and stuff like that, I will share. And like, I'll be honest, like with Annabelle, it's like, dude, she aged totally fine. Like I hadn't seen her. This is like 2008. I hadn't seen her for almost like 10 years. From when we graduated or got promoted in middle school. And oh yeah, and I asked her why she wasn't there, and because oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm 38. I was born July 4th, 1984. Look, I forgot one more thing. She said on she said she wrote a letter for me, and she couldn't wait for promotion. She had a letter for me, and her mom didn't take her to the promotion because like it was too early. But it wasn't like a normal time like for school, but it was too early, so they were just like, ah, who cares, we'll skip it. It's not like a high school graduation. So she never got to give it to me, and I asked her where it was. And then she said it's still in the house in like in TJ. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it. No, dude, I don't feel like anything about my age. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, you think I'm too old, or oh my gosh, you thought I was younger. Like, it is, I can't change it. It is what it is. I don't feel it, and I don't look it. But I can't like fucking, you know? I'm cool with it. But thanks, Endo. No, age is not just a number. There are restrictions, many restrictions, Nia, to age. See? And you are trying to bait. I am done, Yak. For now. What do you mean have I run away from school? Yo, a lot of these lives are like stories and stuff, or they're fighting with idiots. It's not your birthday, Yak. It's my birthday tomorrow. Thank you guys. I don't have anything. I don't have any like garage stuff in here.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
But yeah, like Teresa, when everyone asks my age, like I said, just like anything else, I'll just give it like a fucking whatever answer, or I'll just say what it is.
You got a nice fleet, boss.
Yo, Toon! I'm not gonna do the voice. I can't.
I'm telling you guys though, I have another good story with Nogla, but I don't want to say it until we play Power Wash Simulator. Carlos Garcia, another Garcia. Who knows when Car Wash Simulator is? Everything's great, Tune. Everything is super great. I forgot, dude. I gotta be doing other stuff in this. I don't think I'd ever like stream mods in this game. Not for fear of like getting banned or anything. They're too messy to download and stuff. The only thing I'd be willing to do, and I know it's like modish, or all mods, is RP, but that's the only thing I'd add to GTA. But I'm not sure when the next story is. You guys just gotta stay tuned and don't forget to ring the bell to get all your fucking daily dose of Louis caliber content. I'm kidding, but look, I know a lot of people do say like I'm part of their childhood, and I'm trying to get into that adulthood, man. Oh, I know. Wait, is it? Oh, I thought it was out on the 29th. Wait a second, Nia. Did you just said? Did you just said? Oh my gosh. See, now you broke my fucking grammar. Did you just say I was being satire, not satirical? Oh? And no, I don't want to be fuck. See? I exhausted my fucking not my vocal cords, but my vocabulary. Now I'm just broken. But if you say I'm a part of your adultery, you know what that is, right? No, my mouth can keep going. Do not discredit my mouth so easily. It's just that I'm getting tongue-tied. Look, I'm not the one that proves. Everyone else does. Not me. Poetry. I forgot he left me his motorcycle. Yo, wait. If his motorcycle is here, whose car is this? It has to be his, right? Yeah. You provided proof? Dude, you can just Google image any of those things. What you talking about? Proof. El Burro Heights. Alright, hold on. Let me see where this starts. And where it ends. Oh, no. Alright, guys. Here. I'm sorry, but this is the agenda, okay? I'm gonna do this last thing. Then I'm gonna head out. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? For For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, and thank you. If you guys came from Terrorizer stream, let them know I said thank you, and I'm very happy that he helped a small streamer out. Also, where's Ela? Dude, that fucking thing was supposed to let me hop over. Like this, look. Ugh! Yo, did you guys truly, really enjoy story time? Like, cause I'm gonna go again right now. Ooh, ooh, ooh! I barely got the pixel that didn't allow me to fall off. I know the GPS says to make a right, but look it. You don't want to. You want to maintain the speed as long as you can, like this momentum. As much as you can. See, now it's like kind of like a straightaway. Okay? Don't be fooled by GPS telling you that like you have to go certain directions. It's not lying. It's telling you like the most optimal way on like paper, but if you could, oh fuck! If you could hold on. If you could understand that the momentum or the speed you're going can be maintained. No! Then you'll be fine. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me that fudged the bucket. No, I got it. Thanks, Teresa. So you get what I'm saying? Like, look, check it out, check it out. Let me use pins. So look. Let's just say right here is where... Actually, no, we'll just say this is where I have to go, okay? No, don't ever fucking take a banner shortcut. Let's say this is where we have to go, right? And the GPS is saying, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, and start here, right? Let's say it says start here. And it's like, all right, you got to go... Vroom, slow down. 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 Right? All those slowdowns will eat up a lot of time in the end. Even though it's like going like this. Then if you were to just go like, say you went like that too. And then you go, and you're backtracking. It doesn't matter. The speed that you're getting like this will compensate more than enough for as slow as these like slowdowns are. Okay? So it's not... Don't let GPS dictate, like, you know... So like if you're going from here to the arcade, it'll probably do this. Look at... Let's just say... From like right here. Or it'll probably tell you go up here. It's like, nah, just burn out. Then, and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to a WNBA game. I tried watching them. And that's all. no, high tree. See that GPS? How it's telling me to go that way? It's like, heck no, dude. Well, right here is gonna get tricky. Ah! Thanks, I sell for subs. Uh-oh. Vehicle? Oh, there it is. Vincent, I watch you watch that. I watch you watch women's volleyball. No. This is like a... Have you guys seen Vanos' shortcuts? They're the ugliest, worst things there. Look. The thing about Vanos is he says things with confidence. Like, he believes 100%. Like, he's not fooling anyone, but it's like he believes what he's trying to do is the right choice. Or it's better. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not enjoyable, but it is entertaining to hear, but and then you hear him try to say, alright, look, on the moped you can do this, or on the Faggio you can do this, and it's like, oh no. Good night, Muhammad Khan. What's up, Chew? I said good night, Muhammad Khan. I haven't gotten any new vehicles, dude. I've been streaming this game for almost 5 months. Over 5 months. It is I haven't really even touched the DLC I said I was gonna catch up on because look how much money I've made. Almost $1 million doing this. That's from what? 2 days? Without really even like doing much? Ooh, a cricket game? Let's go. Oh fuck! I did that again like I did earlier. I lifted my knee up and then now look. I'm on the ground. Isaiah, everything's been good, dude. Except for my pressing Y. No, I'm not playing in the chords, like, tango setup mode right now. Good night, G Reaper. 300. Dude, fighting Goku wouldn't be like that fun because I just knock him out immediately or just erase him. But the party chats wouldn't be that fun either because like there's really nothing in them. I mean, it'd be more entertaining because it's just like stupid stuff just to see what people would misconstrue or how they like twist like scenarios and shit or narratives, but there's really nothing. So Isaac, I'm from San Diego. Thanks, Angel. And that wasn't to you, Kate. I was saying thanks to Angel for saying W stream. And for Kate, go get breakfast on me tomorrow. Oh, look at it. See what you did? I was reading the fucking donation and I made the wrong turn, dude. You know who Kate reminds me of? You know who Kate reminds me of? Like for real in that picture? A blonde Miss Heart Attack. Tell me I'm wrong, you guys. Tell me I'm wrong. I love you, Barry Allen and Eddie. In her profile picture right there. Should not look like Jamie? That's what I'm saying, Banjo. Thanks, Brian. Thanks. Get 2 McDoubles. I mean, for breakfast, my bad. 2 sausage McMuffins. Dude, I don't fly anyone anymore. Not anymore, dude. I gotta live up to the hype of being cheap. Alright? I gotta live up to the hype of making people pay for their own flights from now on. Alright, you guys. Alright. Thanks, Isaac Torres. No, fuck that. Why am I gonna fly trouble, dude? Why am I gonna fly trouble to me now, huh? Fuck that shit. Ungrateful fucks. Literally. 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 Literal fuckingly. '49ers. I don't think Leon's ugly. Golden State for the West. I want Golden State. It's possible, Banjo. Like, I don't really know. I can't say it. I just don't want the Lakers to win. That's all. Wow, Louis Vuitton left me? Yo, Louis, you should release your own candy. Nah, dude, look at all I need is someone choking on Louis' gummy worm. No. I'm not gonna get into fucking a bunch of lawsuits over people choking over my gummy worm. It sounds like a good idea on paper. But I mean, what about like the people who have choked on my... You won't be able to discern the two. You won't be able to differentiate. Wait. You're talking about the gummies or are you talking about... Oh no, that's different actually. I choked on Louis' python, my bad. I'm discrediting myself. Sorry. I'm selling myself short. Literally. I've been good at Doofy, but this is the end. You're right, I'm not a plumber. I don't lay pipe, I drill it in. I do play Just Noble. Oh wait. What's up? Amjad. My favorite racing game? Oh no. I haven't really played many. I used to play like F-Zero. I did play Forza and like Gran Turismo. There was a game back in the day, Cruising USA, Cruising World, and San Francisco Rush. Then it just turned to Rush. Those games were sick. Yeah, I'm still live, guys. I'm still live. But it's gonna end. It's gonna end right now. I've only been to one concert. Ever in my life. Delta Hot Wheels Racer, you can drive as Snoopy. Okay, that's where I'm gonna end this stream. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Look, I have a crosshair on that deer and a bullet hole for his other eye. I am gonna play Jedi Survivor. I have been to the zoo more times than I've been to the any concerts. What are you trying to DM? Anything that's getting... No, I'm checking my DMs right now. What's going on? Oh no. Alright. It is my Terminator deer. Alright, listen. I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow. Mike, I don't really have a favorite Vanos video that we've made with each other. They've all been like fun. I can't really say, to be honest. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Again, for those of you guys who came from Terrorizer stream, Foxy, Fried. Let them know I said thanks. Let them know I said thank you when you guys see him again, alright? Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm gonna wear I have 2 caballos of a black and white poncho. It's pretty sick. Thank you, Amjad. I hope I said your name right. Amjad. Say it so white. I love you guys. Wow, there you are, Ela. Wow, oh my gosh. Jack in a Box, dude. Jack in a Box. You're only like 10 minutes away. Thanks, Vince. Thanks. What, Vince? I'm the same. I've been the same. I've just been chilling. Amjid. Alright. Good night, everyone. And to those of you that I respond to in DMs, Thanks for being chill and keeping it clean. Especially when you're not keeping it clean, but you are of age. Alright, alright. I love you all. Have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. Say bye.
Bye! Say bye! Ah! Bye!
Wow. You really fucking threw that one out there, huh? Yes. Can I go now? Yes. Goodbye.
Okay, bye!